What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into my channel. Today I want to talk about some UFC news. Am I going to talk about the UFC tonight? I don't think so, because this video won't come out till after the fight's done. Is Adesanya going to get it done, or is Costa? Will Reyes get that championship, or Jan? Let me know what you think below. But in the meantime, let's talk about some things that are going on in the UFC right now. Some major changes, things that are happening, potential comebacks, and where do they go from here? Follow along and let's get it done. Let's go. So, Damian Maia announces in the past that his next fight will be his last fight. His final fight. He's got one more left in him and he wants to go out on a bang. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to retire with the strap, baby? Who doesn't want that? I tell you, the only person to do that was George St. Pierre. And when he came back against Bisping, he was prepared and won his second belt. He has multiple belts from defending it. But what I mean is his second championship. George St. Pierre will go down as one of the greatest because he walked away on top. Everybody wants their final fight to go out with a bang, if you will. DDP style, baby. Bang! Remember that? DDP. Bang! That's how everybody's trying to go out in the sport. That being said, when you announce before a fight is even chosen, does that take away the fight for your next opponent? Does it take something from them? They go in mentally knowing that they're fighting the final form of you, the final version. Not your peak final version, but the final version at this end of your career versus over here, or the sweet spot, okay? Does that do something to them? Knowing they're going in against somebody and it's their last fight, mentally they should go in thinking they're gonna get the easy W. That's generally what I would think. This guy's on his last leg, all the pressure's on me, I have to beat him. There's no pressure on him now. The only pressure on him is him because he wants to go out with a W. The pressure's on me because I have to beat somebody that's in that position. I'll pose you this question. Would you rather know that it's someone's final fight to go in and fight them? Or would you rather go in, beat them, have no idea what their future plan is, in the post-fight speech, have them take their gloves off and lay him in the center of the octagon and walk out? That's what I would rather have, because I feel like if you do it any other way, it just cheapens the fight for them. Let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments below. Anthony Rumble Johnson is back. You heard right. Anthony Rumble Johnson is back. That's crazy. This guy used to fight at 170, 185, 205, breaks Arlovsky's jaw at heavyweight, bounces around, gets out of the UFC, gets on all the steroids in the world, and looks like Hulk Hogan in his prime. He's walking up there like, whoa! Incredible physique. And now he's gonna clean it up and get back into fighting. He was terrifying. I mean, his left and right hand was like Crow Cop's left leg and right leg. Cemetery or hospital, you choose. He had that in his hands, not in his feet. Incredible. I'm super excited. I think he's dangerous still to this day. I think he's dangerous in the sport. Anytime he's fighting against another person, he's got the ability to end the night in one shot. My only fear is do a little research what happens when you quit steroids. What it does to your natural testosterone production. Will he be the same now that he's messed with anabolics and there are no TRT exemptions? That's what I'm looking forward to. You tell me, let me know in the comments below. Tyron Woodley. He just had the most famous rib snap besides Adam and Eve. Woo! He just had the most famous rib snap of all time. It was heard round the world. Colby Covington with that takedown, that rib goes, he starts screaming from pain. Covington's out of there, gets that win, looking for Usman now. What's next for Woodley? I'll tell you the fight that I wanted to see, and it goes back to the collegiate days. I wanted to see Tyron Woodley versus Johnny Hendricks. That's a grudge match. from college. That would have been amazing to see them compete in college for the NCAA championship, and then to see them for a world championship in the UFC or even a mixed martial arts bout. Johnny is long gone, long past his prime. Woodley is nearing that era outside of the top three. So it's arguable. Outside that top three, he's a real player. There's still lots of money for Woodley to make. Why do people stay in the UFC? Everyone stays in the UFC because they want to be a champion. That's important to them. That's the whole reason why they get into this sport. They believe they have what it takes. I also think Woodley has what it takes. I think on the right night, the right mindset, the right training, he's still very scary. He's like any given Sunday as a fighter. I do think we have seen his best years behind him, and I think he'll progressively decline as he continues to go. I've heard the argument made that he could be a co-main event. Absolutely, he could be a co-main event. I've heard the argument that he could be on the main card, and absolutely he deserves to be on the main card. There's still money to make. If he's healthy mentally and physically, he should stay in the game. There is that off chance that, he's mentally there, physically there, and ready, and could quite take a championship again. Let me know what you think in the comments below on Tyron Woodley. I don't think it's time to hang up the gloves yet. I don't. My boy, Nick Diaz, is back. I couldn't be more excited. Allegedly back. Allegedly. Let's use that word really carefully. He's allegedly back. I couldn't be more excited if I tried. I absolutely love Nick Diaz. In my opinion, he's going to have to come back at 170. I know when Conor beat his brother Nate, Nick had some choice words, but said that was Nate's fight. When Street Jesus fought him and beat him, Nick had a lot of things to say and didn't necessarily say that he would stay out of it. That fight interests me. Masvidal versus Nick Diaz is incredible. Nick Diaz versus Conor at 170 would be incredible. If you want to give him some big names that are in the media today that are spoken about, that are top two, top three, arguably, give him Colby Covington. It's a horrible matchup for Nick. It's horrible. He's not really, he doesn't perform the best when he's in there against wrestlers. Arguably, he does his best work with strikers, with power strikers at that. Robbie Lawler, Paul Daly, just to name a few. These people like that. Jiu-jitsu aces. He's really good against jiu-jitsu aces. He's got a lot of options if he wanted to come back to the UFC. I don't want to see him against a wrestler like Woodley or Covington or Usman. I would like to see him against Masvidal because he's a striker. He brawls. I'd like to see him against Conor McGregor. That would be interesting. I think Nick has some real moves to make in this. I think if you put him in there with someone like Covington, if he beats Covington, he has to be next in line for that shot at the title. Give Nick that shot, baby. Give him that strap. Where are you at? Where are you at? I just don't see any way possible for Nick Diaz. And listen, Nick Diaz is my favorite fighter of all time. I don't think there's any way possible that Nick Diaz beats Kamaru Usman. You let me know down in the comments below. Talk about a guy who is near the end, but I think has a world of talent left, even inside and outside the octagon. He is a fan favorite. You're a fan of YouTube, so check his out. Donald Cowboy Cerrone. I think with the life that he lives, how interesting of a dude he is, and now watching him as a father, I think his YouTube is worth checking out. I think it's really interesting. You get that inside look at who he is. He is absolutely entertaining, and we all know that he is a fan favorite. Have you checked out Donald Cowboy Cerrone's YouTube channel? If so, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in again. Tonight is a big night. I have a parlay going. Got a bet that I put down. I have a bet that the underdogs are going to take the card tonight. It is 12:52 in the afternoon. The big fight tonight is Costa. Well, it is now 12:53 in the afternoon. My underdog picks are Costa and Reyes. Let's see if I'm right. I've got a little bit of money on this one, so I'm hopeful. Let me know who you think is going to win. Or, no, because by the time this posts, the fight will already have happened. Let me know if you got it right. All right. Thanks for tuning in again. Let's roll the credits.